Solomon's wisdom. Solomon was the son of King David and became king of Israel after his father's death. He was known for his exceptional wisdom, which was granted to him by God. One famous example of his wisdom is when two women came to him, both claiming to be the mother of a baby. Solomon suggested cutting the baby in half to resolve the dispute. The real mother immediately offered to give up her claim to save the baby's life, revealing her true identity. Building the temple. Solomon is also remembered for building the first temple in Jerusalem. He spared no expenses, using the finest materials and craftsmen to construct a grand and magnificent place of worship for God. The temple became a symbol of Israel's prosperity and faithfulness. Alliance and prosperities. Solomon's reign was marked by alliance with neighboring kingdoms and a time of unprecedented prosperity for Israel. His wisdom, his governance, and diplomacy brought peace and stability to the region, allowing Israel to thrive economically and culturally. Downfall and legacy. Despite his early successes, Solomon's later years were marred by disobedience to God. He accumulated wealth, wives, and power, turning away from God's commandment. As a result, his kingdom was eventually divided after his death. However, Solomon's wisdom and contributions to Israel's history are still remembered and revered to this day. Elisha was a prophet who succeeded Elijah, his mentor, after witnessing Elijah's ascension to heaven. He received a double portion of Elijah's spirit, symbolizing his authority and power as a prophet. Miracles and ministries. Elisha performed numerous miracles during his ministry, demonstrating God's power and compassion. Some of his notable miracles included purifying the water of Jericho, multiplying oil for a widow, and raising a dead child back to life. Assistance to kings. Elisha served as a spiritual advisor to various kings of Israel, offering guidance and prophetic insight. He played a crucial role in advising King Jehu in overthrowing the dynasty of Ahab and Jezebel, bringing judgment upon them for their wickedness. Legacy and influence. Elisha's legacy extended beyond his lifetime, and his teachings and miracles inspire future generations of prophets and believers. His faithfulness to God and dedication to serving his people left a lasting impact on the history of Israel and the development of prophetic tradition. Simon Peter. Simon Peter was a fisherman on the Sea of Galilee when Jesus called him to be one of his disciples. Jesus saw him fishing with his brothers Andrew and said, "Follow me, and I will make you fishers of men." Faith and doubt. Peter displayed both remarkable faith and moments of doubt. One notable event is when he walked on the water towards Jesus but began to sink when he doubted. Jesus reached out and saved him, saying, "You of little faith, why did you doubt?" Profession and reprimand. Peter was the first among the disciples to recognize Jesus as the Messiah. When Jesus asked, "Who do you say I am?" Peter replied, "You are the Christ, the Son of the living God." However, Peter also received a stern rebuke from Jesus when he tried to dissuade him from his path to crucifixion. Restoration and leadership. Despite denying Jesus Christ 3 times during his trial, Peter was restored by Jesus after his resurrection. Jesus asked Peter 3 times if he loved him, and each time Peter affirmed his love. Jesus then instructed him to feed my sheep, indicating his role as a leader among the disciples and in the early Christian community. Peter went on to become a key figure in spreading the gospel and establishing the early church. The story of Moses offers several valuable lessons that can inspire and guide us. Courage in adversity. Moses' story shows us the power of courage in the face of adversity. Despite being born in a dangerous situation and facing numerous challenges throughout his life, he remained steadfast in his convictions and never wavered in his commitment to his people. Faith and trust. Moses' encounter with the burning bush and his subsequent journey demonstrates the importance of faith and trust in a higher power. Even when the path ahead seems uncertain, he relied on his faith to guide him through difficult times. Leadership and sacrifice. As a leader, Moses was willing to sacrifice his own comfort and desire for the greater good of his people. He endured personal hardships and made difficult decisions to endure their liberation, showing us the true meaning of selflessness and leadership. Persistence and resilience. Despite facing numerous setbacks and obstacles, Moses never gave up on his mission. His persistence and resilience serve as a reminder that perseverance is key to overcoming challenges and achieving our goals. Legacy and inspiration. Moses' legacy continues to inspire people around the world to fight for freedom, justice, and equality. His story reminds us of the impact that one individual can have on the course of history and encourages us to strive for a better world. Overall, the story of Moses teaches us valuable lessons about courage, faith, leadership, and perseverance that can help us navigate our own journeys and make a positive difference in the world.